Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I'm here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And good news, everybody. We have a friend joining us on YouTube.
That's right.
Brie Larson is coming to YouTube. She's gonna slum it with the rest of us.
That's right. Like all these other celebrities who now think that, hey, we can't, the YouTube's like dictate the narrative. We need to go over there and control the narrative.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about this. Everybody's been talking about Brie Larson joining YouTube, and I have mixed feelings about it, but it clearly seems to be part of a larger PR campaign. And we're going to talk about that. Before we talk about it, please subscribe to Clownfish TV for more pop culture news, views, and rants. We're not celebrities, but I guess we'll do.
Yeah, we are who we are.
We are who we are, so we will do. So, yeah, she started a YouTube channel. She's been up for 1 day. She's already got 77,000 subs.
Yeah, and a check mark.
And a check mark, because of course she does. Of course she does. She's Brie Larson, celebrity. She also, the same day, was part of this wing eating contest on First We Feast. She's eating spicy hot wings.
So basically this whole thing is she wants to do, she already was out there starting all her crap she was starting on her own.
Yes.
And now because YouTube was the biggest pushback for like Captain Marvel and stuff, she's going to come onto YouTube and get herself on all the big shows and then take over YouTube so she can control the perception of herself.
Yeah, or her PR firm is doing it.
Well, I'm going to say with help of a PR firm.
So she's multiple trending videos. Number 3.
I'm sure they paid a lot for those trending videos.
Number 3 trending for her hot wing video. Number 6 on trending, so she made a decision. While this is going on, the media is talking about Brie Larson.
Of course they are.
Just the front page of comicbook.com, there's 1, 2, 3...
Like there's 3
or 4 articles talking about Brie Larson, not just her being on YouTube, but all of the many facets of Brie.
Yeah, Captain Marvel, how she wanted to audition. She'd auditioned for Star Wars. Now you tell me there isn't some larger agenda here. I think this is trying to do damage control over the PR hit she took with the comments she made around Captain Marvel.
Yeah, because there was kind of a whole cottage industry of Captain Marvel hate videos that kind of happened, but people were missing the boat as to why this happened, because the studios and the PR firms tried so hard to control the narrative, the media tried so hard to control the narrative, that the only outlet people had was YouTube. And now here comes Brie Larson herself on YouTube. So, this is definitely a trend, and look, it's a free country.
She can do what she wants to do.
She can do whatever she wants to do. She might even be pretty cool in person. I don't know Brie Larson. I don't know her.
Yeah.
Do you know her?
No. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. We hang out. We hang out every weekend.
We hang out.
Of course I don't.
But this is part of a larger trend. Of course, we saw John Krasinski also
people actually like John Krasinski.
Well, they did like him. I don't know if they like him as much now because he sold his show. But John Krasinski slummed it from The Office. He went to YouTube, started a YouTube show.
Well, I mean, you got to stay relevant somehow because the movies are shut down. Now they're going to be picking up again, but they're shut down for now. And what's she talk about when she does it? Oh, how she auditioned for Star Wars.
Yeah, because that's relatable.
Yeah, because she's angling for Star Wars.
Yeah.
Where are all the Star Wars fans? They're on YouTube.
Yeah, but they don't.
They don't like me. I gotta go kiss their ass and build my reputation back up.
I think that's
gray there.
Yeah, it does look. She's been through a lot.
It might be the lighting.
I think she's been through a lot. I think this is PR. I think she's trying to, and this is right along with the goes along with the car commercial she did, where
the drop the taco.
Drop the taco. I think they're trying to make her more relatable because she does come across as being kind of
stick up the butt.
Yes, kind of arrogant, kind of hoity.
And it just be her personality, because sometimes people don't mean to come across that way, but they do because they're shy or they're withdrawn or some reason that it comes across that way, or you like to slam down men. I mean, there could be a lot of reasons why you come across that way.
So I mean, talk about relatable. John Krasinski, he puts this show up, his little homemade YouTube show. And it's so relatable because he can get Steven Spielberg and Oprah Winfrey and the cast of Hamilton and Guy Fieri and Martha Stewart, NASA. So relatable.
Yeah.
So relatable. And he had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 episodes. And then he cashed out for millions of dollars.
Right. And the difference was, though, his was kind of like, his show, he was doing it was to try to bring other people in right from the get-go, to try to be, spread joy. Hers is just, how can I get myself on a bunch of channels and also talk about myself?
Well, there are a lot of Hollywood types that are trying YouTube now.
Out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere, we have Kevin Smith, our dear friend Kevin Smith.
Who hates us for whatever reason.
Although I do like his naked Skeletor painting.
That is glorious.
His head is on Skeletor's ass
Where
to
it
cover that up.
belongs.
Anyway, he's on the Schmodown now, which is a bunch of refugees from Collider.
Yeah.
And he's doing that.
So he got himself there because they're all trying. And then, and something else you'll see timed with all of this is the PR push. Every other day before he got on there, it was like Kevin Smith this and Kevin Smith that on all the pop culture blogs. Kevin Smith, Kevin Smith, Kevin Smith. Oh, now he's on YouTube. Now we're seeing it. Brie Larson goes on YouTube and everybody's covering Brie Larson. Brie Larson. Oh, Brie Larson wanted to audition for this and Brie Larson wanted to audition for that. Here's another twist on Brie Larson as Captain Marvel. And they're just they're pushing it. So this is definitely a tag team effort.
Yeah, so there is I think there's absolutely a PR firm or something behind it, said the former PR guy, because it just seems very coordinated, like you were saying. And, it's about changing her image, because I think when Captain Marvel 2 comes out, we want people to actually go see it. We want people to like her.
Well, I think she should be given Captain Marvel 2, and Disney should be hiring a black woman to play Monica Rambeau, because that's what they should have done.
Well, they have a Monica Rambeau coming to the WandaVision show.
Right, so that's what I'm saying, because, Brie should be a little understanding about that, because she said that we need a bunch more diversity in the films, the film industry, so she should be completely fine with that.
So, I think we're going to see more of this as the shutdown continues. Okay, and Hollywood, believe me, they're starting to notice us over here. For the longest time, YouTube was kind of the last bastion of free speech and free thought and free voices, and it wasn't controlled by the mainstream media. But now we're seeing what's actually being promoted, mostly on YouTube. It's like Jimmy Kimmel clips. Mm-hmm. Brie Larson, who's got 2 videos, probably more, on trending in one day.
The comments are funny. The comments on this one, I'm surprised comments are turned on, but she says, who should I collab with? And that just set off a whole bunch of people. It's mostly the Quartering and Geeks and Gamers, people that are requesting that she collab with them.
Geeks and Gamers, the Quartering. Brie Larson talks to random people nobody's ever heard of. Geeks and Gamers are critical.
EBS.
Oh my God.
So it goes on. Everybody's just giving examples of people she could team up with. Mostly, it's Geeks and Gamers, the Quartering, that kind of stuff. So she's getting trolled. A lot of people are making comments. It's a 40-some-year-old male, so my opinion probably doesn't matter. Things like that. And I'm telling you, this entire thing is her trying to rebuild her rep, that no matter what they try to tell you in the media, took a huge hit by the way, all the buzz around Captain Marvel. Yeah. I really, truly believe it. And she's been angling for stupid Star Wars parts. And then she talks about how she auditioned for Star Wars.
Yeah.
Coincidence? I think not.
Yeah, and then we've got Rian Johnson coming out of the woodwork all of a sudden. Rian Johnson, like, oh, hey, guys, maybe I'll get a trilogy. We've got Brie Larson. We've got the High Republic, in which the lead character looks an awful lot like Brie Larson. Mm-hmm. It does seem like
it seems like we have to bump up her presence, and we have to bump up her perception.
Like, oh my God, everybody, they're gonna slam Lucasfilm even more if you put Brie Larson in a Star Wars movie. Quick to YouTube, and we'll just make these people like us.
That's right. She probably figures where else is cashing in herself. She might as well cash in herself anyway. And I can't blame her for that. I mean, honestly, I'd probably do the same thing. But I do think it's more about damage control from what happened before.
Noelle Stevenson came up, but we had to explain. We had to explain who she was. So yeah, I'm not going to tell anybody they can't do YouTube. But again, the problem I have with a lot of this is I am very concerned about those of us who've been legit YouTubers for a while. Now, we haven't been in it nearly as long as other people. We've been doing it full-time-ish for about 3 years. But the more celebrities come over here, the more they're going to push out everyday people.
That's right, and they're going to promote them.
Yes, and YouTube, we're already seeing it. It is absolutely a shortcut to the top.
Yeah, because and it's going to be set up. And you know what? You can buy followers and stuff. I don't say any did, but you know what? It's possible. Well, if you get free publicity all over the place because of your name.
Yeah, who else?
Of course, you're going to get you know, that right off the bat.
What other YouTuber that starts from nothing is going to be able to go out and hit all the major media outlets and be like, oh my God, did you know John Smith started his YouTube channel? Go subscribe to John Smith. And that's kind of what's going on here. So it becomes this, you know, so we've got mainstream media basically trying to take over YouTube now because they knew they couldn't control it.
Well, that's the entertainment field that's taken off, and as more people are going, more and more people are cutting the cord and just watching YouTube and things like that. Well, shit, we better go take that over too.
Yeah. Yeah, we can't.
I mean, let's just be honest.
Yeah, we can't control it. We can't sick our dogs from the mainstream media on the YouTubers. So let's just go in and push out old school YouTubers.
The YouTubers and take for the mainstream media. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
But they might be in for a rude awakening. I'm gonna tell you the truth, because if you're not honest, you're not genuine. If you're clearly there just as you know, this is a way station for you between movies. The audience is going to pick up on that because YouTube, you can't bullshit YouTube viewers. Not like
you can buy them and cheat.
You can buy them and cheat.
I'm sure when you have that much money and control, I'm sure you get a boost. In some way. If not by buying subs, by the fact that they're going to promote the hell out of you or other people.
Yeah, or you just, you know, when you're in LA and you know, YouTube, Google's based in California, and just pick up the phone and say, hey, I'm a celebrity. I see you already gave me my check mark. You know, you gave me my check mark already. I'm going to be on YouTube, so, you know, boost my video.
Yeah, I'm sure it's getting boosted. We know it's getting boosted in the media, so.
Well, we saw this with webcomics. Now, this is on a much smaller scale, but years ago, there was concern when we had mainstream comic book people coming into webcomics, which up to that point was kind of the Wild West.
Well, at first, all the webcomics people were like, oh my God, Mark Waid's coming over here. Oh my God, it's amazing, it's amazing, it's amazing. And we're just like, wait, why? You know? And then it went from that to then certain people that were already had publishing deals or that already were on mainstream comics suddenly started getting deals at places like Webtoons and stuff, where they were getting the paid deals. There were people that were just the ones who were, you know, the everyday people. And then if there were, so they only came over there because there was money.
Or they thought there was money.
Well, that's what they thought. They thought there was money.
I think what happened with, you know, a lot of the mainstream people coming into webcomics is they saw some of the early crowdfunders that made hundreds of thousands, or some of them made $1 million on Kickstarter at the very beginning, and they're like, cha-ching. You know, we want in on that. What we got to do? I'll make a webcomic? Pfft, that's easy. We'll go slum it.
And then they found out it wasn't as easy as they thought. Then they tried to find people who knew what they were doing. That may or may not be us. And
may or may not be us.
To try to help them out. But, you know, they had that opportunity and they chose not to take it.
And they may or may not have listened at all. And they may or may not have just kind of folded that website because it didn't take off. We told them. Told you so.
I mean, somebody may or may not have told them so.
Somebody may or may not have told you.
When they talked to them on the phone personally.
That it wasn't going to work the way that you're doing it. So we'll see how long this lasts. Like I said, I think that this is mostly just kind of a way station for celebrities until they get their next movie when production resumes. I
honestly think in her case, it's more she's trying to rebuild because most people don't like her. They have a perception of her that isn't favorable. Either they do like her, they think she's very standoffish and she seems, you know, very stick up the butt. Yeah. And I think that this is her trying to rebuild that to get herself, you know, in with some other things like Star Wars and stuff.
Yeah,
the fans on her side so that she'll get her gigs.
Because she's talking about video games, she's talking about comics and stuff. She's trying to get, you know, on the nerd track, I think, because if you're going to be...
Well, she already was kind of a nerdy person anyway. She's in Community and stuff, but, you know, still.
Yeah, and Scott Pilgrim. I mean, I liked her until she opened her mouth.
I did too. I liked her until the whole thing with Captain Marvel came up. And then, I mean, now I'm going to be fair again and mention the comments that were made were not made at the same time as Captain Marvel thing. They were actually made a couple months before that, but they still were made. And it was like, I don't need some 40-year-old white guy telling me. And I mean, I get it. I'm a woman. I've been mansplained too.
You are?
I am.
Oh my God.
But majority of people don't behave that way. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, for all the way they make it out, it sounds like every time you leave the house, some guy's mansplaining you, and that's not how the world works. And I'm sure it doesn't work for her, especially because she probably doesn't talk to a lot of people because she's in Hollywood and she, you know. But you know what I'm saying? It's like she's not out slumming it with the rest of us at the conventions to be mansplained to.
Well, she's slumming it on YouTube, and she's gonna get an eyeful here.
Yeah, well, now comments are gonna probably end soon. But I'm just saying, she. The stuff she said was kind of crappy. And if you want a fan base, you probably shouldn't insult a big hunk of the potential fan base for a superhero film you're in. I mean, it's probably not too smart.
You know what's going to happen, right? The next thing's going to be Brie Larson was harassed off of YouTube by the toxic man baby. So if she decides to shut her channel down, and I'm not, do not go leave nasty comments about Brie Larson.
No, we're leaving her alone.
I don't care.
She can do whatever she wants.
She can do whatever she wants to do. It's a free world, right? You can do whatever you want to do. But I'm saying if that happens, then a lot of people go and they comment bomb, I guess, or
well, they already are.
They already are.
We have nothing to do with that.
The next thing will be she has to turn the comments off. Right? And then beyond that, it'll be, oh, she decided to hang it up on YouTube. YouTube's too toxic. Oh my God, Brie Larson was harassed off of YouTube.
Then they're going to start shutting down YouTube channels that people mentioned, whether they had anything to do with it or not. So, you know, you better just leave her alone, let her scream into the void.
Yeah. And, you know, look, I'm not going to wish ill on anyone. Good luck.
Even
it's
though
hard.
she wishes ill on 40-something-year-old Mike.
It's harder than you think, Hollywood. But again, when you've got the media backing you up, and you can call up your friend, have an office reunion and call up your friend Oprah Winfrey, it's going to be a little bit easier.
Yeah, it's going to be a heck of a lot easier for you
than the rest of us here in the slums, in the gutters of YouTube.
That's right.
All right, so we're going to wrap this one up.
Yep.
Okay, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, and we'll talk later.
Bye.
Hey guys, thanks for watching Clownfish TV. Please consider supporting the channel. Go to clownfishsupport.com. That's clownfishsupport.com. And if you want to join our community, go to clownfishtalk.com. That's clownfishtalk.com. Please subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. We will talk to you next time.